Hi, I'm Mike Luger. Thanks for joining me as I share with you the 8-day trek that I took up Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania. Thanks. So starting at midnight, you wake up, temperature 0 degrees. It's extremely cold, obviously. I put on 3 shirts, 2 jackets, 2 pairs of pants, 3 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of gloves, 2 hats, and a balaclava. Base camp at Kilimanjaro is at 15,000 feet. In this area, it's very, very physically difficult area to be in because it's all shale. You start up with nothing to guide your way other than a 12-inch beam off of your head torch. Immediately after the base camp, you come up to a 1,500-foot mountain rise. It's almost as if Kilimanjaro is taunting you and saying, if you can't make it up this 1,500 foot, you're certainly not going to make it up another 5,000 feet to the top. You pass over the top of this mountain top, and then you come along to the trail of Kilimanjaro, which is iced over at this time of day, morning rather, and drop-offs are 500 to 5,000 feet as you move along. One of the things that the guides tell you is that as the temperature continues dropping to minus 25 at the top, you have to keep moving at all times. If you don't, you're literally going to freeze to death. The guides will turn you back if you do stop walking. The sky is in a kind of an inky black. The stars literally explode above you like fireworks. You have no sense of reference because the top of Kilimanjaro blends immediately into the black sky. So as you're walking along, circulation in your fingers and toes is really challenged. Every single step you take, you tend to take your foot and smash it into the ground, trying to get blood flow to your foot. You're constantly moving your fingers, trying to keep any sort of warmth that you can in them. You sooner or later, you begin to become mentally tired. You challenge yourself to try to come up with any sort of an effort to try to keep your mind off of the cold and how daunting the task in front of you is, because your mind is telling you to stop, your heart is telling you to keep going. It's physically very, very, very difficult. Soon you notice that your brain functions are starting to slow somewhat. It's hard to even do mental arithmetic in your head. You continue going on and on until you get to 18,000 feet, and it's at that point it's almost as if the cold wind off of the top of Kilimanjaro kind of splays down off the side and it runs through you like a freight train. This is the welcoming committee on the top, which is basically the cold off of the glaciers that is coming and encompassing you and enveloping you, so to speak. You continue on to 19,000 feet, and then Kilimanjaro flattens off to the first of 2 of its summit tops. As you make the turn, one of the things that happens is there's a large boulder that you pass. The guys literally tackle you as you pass this, because many people pass out when they make that turn. The change in the physiology of your body into a kind of easier state. Some people do pass out, and they would roll down into the volcanic cone on the top of Kilimanjaro. At this point, you've been trekking for over 6 hours. The light of the early dawn is just beginning to come about, and you come up to the top of the Kilimanjaro, and you watch one of the most beautiful sunrises in the world at 19,000 feet. Down below, you can begin to see some of the fields and some color, a little bit of the rivers down there. You continue on for another 45 minutes and you come up to the top summit of Kilimanjaro. Up there is a sign which thanks you and welcomes you to the rooftop of Africa, so to speak. You walk around the top of Kilimanjaro for 45 minutes. look at some of the glaciers, listen to the glacial ice melting and cracking, so to speak. And then you begin the descent down. And the descent down is another 6 hours of absolutely brutal forces on your legs. The slope is some 60-65 degrees. You could literally ski down to the bottom, and you get to your tent, and you have half an hour. You have a bowl of soup, and you break the tent down and keep going.